if you've been curious about the Farmstand from Lettuce Grow, then you're in luck because I have been using mine for about a year now, so I'm going to give you my honest thoughts and opinions on it. If you're unfamiliar with the Farmstand, it is a hydroponic tower or garden, so it does need to be plugged in. This one is an outdoor one, and they do have a smaller one with lights that can be used indoors. And there are also additional lights that you could buy to attach to this model if you wanted to use it indoors, but I feel like it's a little too large to have inside somewhere that would be convenient, and it also does make a bit of noise when the water is flowing through the tower, as you can hear. You add your water to the basin and don't mind the dirtiness. I need to clean it. It's just dirty from being outside, and the soil does leach into the water, and the fertilizer can stain the inside as well. And it is suggested to run pH tests to make sure that the levels in the system are just right, but if my plants are thriving, I don't concern myself with it too much. If they seem to be struggling, then it might prompt me to go and check and see if I need to make any adjustments. Again, don't mind the dirtiness. This is an outdoor unit, so it's going to happen, but there is an optional dolly that you can get. It's nice so that you can scoot it out of the way a bit if you need to, or if you just want to turn it around to harvest or to let other plants get more sun. I am about to throw out a lot of strong opinions here, but I do want to state right now that I do like the Farmstand, and I will also discuss what I like about it and what I think the company gets right later in this video. But as a full disclosure, I was given this Farmstand for free and seedling credits from the company to try out last year, so it wasn't a financial risk for me to try this out. So for the plants, you put them in these little cups here, and one thing right away that I feel that I don't like about this system is that there is no option to grow your own things. They really just push and promote buying their seedlings from them. This whole system is generally $574 to $799, depending on how many tiers you want, and then on top of that, you're expected to purchase the seedlings from them to put in it, and the seedlings cost $2.99 each. So, depending on how many tiers you have, you're looking at spending another $15 to $50 or so every time you need new seedlings, and their seedling options are limited. They offer new seedlings with each season, but it still doesn't feel like there is a whole lot to choose from. The quality of the seedlings are just okay. Some are very fragile, and some look like the seeds just germinated a few days before they shipped them out. They are pretty good about replacing them or giving you a credit if they arrive dead or damaged, but now it sounds like they are changing their policy to make you buy insurance to cover damages or dead plants in transit. However, I think it's a disservice to users of these farm stands to imply that you can only use this with their seedlings. I don't see any reason why I couldn't just get some soil, fill a cup, and then put my own seeds or seedlings in the tower. And with smaller hydroponic systems like AeroGarden, they do sell a grow your own kit where they give you the cups or the growing baskets, and then they give you the blank sponges to put whatever seeds you want in there. I don't want to feel limited to growing whatever they happen to be offering on their website. They're already making a huge profit on just the device itself. I don't feel like they would be losing much business from people using their own seeds if they promoted the fact that you probably could use your own seeds. In fact, I think they might lose sales because people don't want to buy this expensive item and then have to continually buy more seedlings from them. And with the seedlings on the tags, they have recommended replacement dates, and a lot of times they're ridiculous. These cucumbers here I got 2 weeks ago, and the suggested replacement date is July 16th, but I haven't even gotten any cucumbers from them yet, and that's just not enough time. And a cucumber plant should last the whole season, not just 1 month. And then I have things here like spearmint and Swiss chard, and these two plants are over a year old in this tower. These are two things that can pretty much grow indefinitely, and they will email you and text you telling you that it's time to replace your seedlings too. And I just feel it's a bit weird that they'd sell seedlings that can actually last a long time, but suggest that you replace them in a very short period of time. Again, they are just suggestions, but it feels unnecessary and like a money grab. I also feel like a lot of seedlings don't work well in the farm stand. Their mini cucumbers do pretty well, and they do advise you to put vining plants on the bottom, and they have suggestions for placements for other plants as well, like they suggest pepper plants go on top. But I don't think pepper plants belong in this system. I did that last year, and within a few weeks the pepper plant got huge, but it kept falling out of the cup because it was so top heavy. And I could have pruned it and the roots, but pepper plants are just too big a plant for something like this. So I ended up transplanting them in my raised beds and containers where they did well. I do have pepper plants in here now that I will be transplanting out soon into my raised beds again this year, But it's also hilarious because, again, they suggest you replace the plant before it even has a chance to produce. So what do I like about the Farmstand? Because it doesn't take much space, it's great for small space gardeners who might not have ground space to garden in. While I think that certain plants really shouldn't be grown in the Farmstand, I think it's great for things like leafy greens, herbs, and flowers. And because the plants aren't in the ground, there is a lot less pest pressure. Something else that I like is that because it's plugged in and waters itself, you don't need to worry about watering the plants, especially if you go on vacation. Moving forward, when I run out of seedling credits, I'm going to try using my own seeds in here, so I would still use this tower, but I don't think that I'll be purchasing their seedlings. So really, the only complaints that I have about the Farmstand are not even about the unit itself, just more of the business model that the company, Lettuce Grow, has with their seedlings. I do like it a lot and I would recommend it, and I love the design and functionality of it, but I wish they would promote using your own seeds versus making you feel like you can only use their seedlings. And the other thing is that the price point can seem steep, but if you don't have space for a garden in ground or for containers and raised beds, I think that the cost of the Farmstand is going to be the same or less than someone who has to buy soil and maybe some raised beds. And I do think that you could grow enough produce to make this a worthwhile investment. But again, I'd encourage you to try using your own seeds. And like I said, I am trying this myself, so stay tuned for that video if you want to see how it goes.